Hey guys, this is Emily Lewis, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit tonight about my inquiry project and how my research is going so far. So the main question I wanted to ask was, how are daybooks used in the classroom and how do they actually benefit students? So for my sources, I decided to use my own personal experience from having classes with Dr. Hartman and Dr. Nance at Gardner-Webb who use the daybook, from interviewing Miss Sarah Grubb, and also from the book Thinking Out Loud on Paper that Dr. Hartman co-authored. So some of the things I learned was that daybooks really make students engaged and passionate about their work, and it also helps greatly with organization. Some of my favorite quotes from the book were from students directly. One of these quotes said, "I like daybooks because you can feel passionate about what you write." The second quote was, "Daybooks have inspired me to write more and more." As teachers, what could we want to hear more than that? That students are engaged and are willing to write in our class. And the third quote was, "I use my daybook for everything. It's great because I can find ideas easily." I know in the classroom, organization is sometimes a problem with students, and if they just have one daybook, they can easily flip through and find everything. A lot of students use color coding or even post-it notes to help with this. And some have it divided up by section or have completely separate daybooks for each class like I do. It just helps me be more organized. I have a different color daybook for each class, so I always know which one to bring so that all my materials for that class will be right there. I can just flip to them. And Dr. Hartman always tells us that our daybooks should be organized so that we can find ideas in 1 minute or less, or they're not organized well enough. So from Dr. Hartman's book, Thinking Out Loud on Paper, which I highly recommend that all of you should get a copy of, it answers some of my most important questions in research, namely, what is a daybook? Why daybooks work? And then under that, they discuss how to introduce daybooks to students so that they'll know how to use them, how to organize them, and how they will benefit them in the class. And then for teachers, one of my favorite sections was how to assess. Because that was one of my biggest questions with daybooks is, yeah, they're great for the students to keep up with their stuff, but how do we know as teachers if they're really working? So I really liked that section. And one of my favorites is like the culminating project where students take pieces from their daybook, take pictures, and either upload it to a professional website or turn it into the teacher so that we can see little glimpses into their daybook and what they're doing. And when Miss Grubb gets back in touch with me, hopefully I'll have more from the questions I've emailed her, but I know she's really busy, so hopefully she said she'd get back to me sometime this week, and I can report more back to you guys about how she uses the daybook in a high school classroom rather than in a college classroom. So thank you for your time.
Created using Powtoon.